a thankless job, and nobody gives a damn about you at all.
I think a lot of people do. Problem is that a lot of, more so today than in the past, I think, you ever heard that saying where, like, you know, if you're going out in public, right? Yeah, and if you have like a fat friend and an ugly friend, they're gonna make you look better.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that with the police department, right? Except there's a lot of fat and there's a lot of ugly. Point being that you know, while it may be thankless for some, I think a lot of that is self-inflicted, right? Surround yourself with a bunch of motherfuckers that don't have the job, are not cops because they want to serve and protect, but they got their own personal desires baked into the role.
Self-serving cops are the worst.
That's exactly it. So,
So you brought me here. Why?
I remember the last conversation we had over by the college campus. You mentioned something about bunkering up somewhere in a cave, and weeks later I came across it, saw some things. It got me thinking recently. It's been a couple weeks now since it came to mind. What did happen to Slacks? Why did he feel like he was wrong? And quite frankly, the more I thought about it, the more I came to realize that maybe you and I weren't so far apart in our thinking. We may have different approaches, but at the end of the day, we wanted best for what was for San Andreas. And when things got bad enough, it was the easy option, starting from scratch. The nuclear option was not like something necessarily that needed to be done, but was just kind of a I'm trying to go with this, Slacks, is I want to understand why. Do you care about San Andreas still?
I do.
And this isn't meant to be an interrogation. I just want to make sure that I'm not cooked with my thinking here. Did you really mean it when you said you wanted to, when you thought Armageddon was coming? What made you think that?
Have you not seen what happened at the city hall? The massacre, Judgment Day, what transpired, the amount of blood that was being split left and right. I mean, it's coming. It's just a matter of time. This whole city's a ticking time bomb.
It's worse today than it was when you were an officer. Some ways it's better. But I think the forces that want to keep things stable or keep things afloat, I think that's slowly draining out. Slacks, it's nearly been a year since I've been mayor, and I've put my blood, fucking sweat, and tears into making sure that there's some semblance of I don't know, lawfulness, fairness, legality. And no matter who the fuck you are, you have a fair fucking shot in the front of a gavel in a courtroom. But each day I wake up, it's another fucking dumb motherfucking cunt who's trying to scam the next person. And I don't mean the small kind of scams. I mean the kind of shit where you're willing to eat from the bowl of an orphan, watching them goddamn starve.
Scummy behavior.
What would you be willing to do in order to make things better? Genuinely.
Me? I just don't think my time is right to help out now.
And why is that?
Because it's the calm before the storm. That's why.
And what if that storm came sooner?
And that's when you'll see me. Unfortunately, all I got right now is just to wait. It's a waiting game. This city needs to be flipped upside down for it to get better. A lot of people have lost sense of reality. And they don't even know what is best for the city no more. All they care about is themselves and their self-interest and nobody else. And that's when people will start turning on each other, and more blood will be split, and more people will die.
But at least it lead to a better place, would it not?
Well, maybe it's best to drain that aspect of the city and suffer whatever consequences that comes with it, and start fresh again.
You know, Slacks, I have a very complicated past. I've done a lot of things. Some things maybe that I regret, but they're things that for many are unimaginable. Not too far away from here, I absolutely mutilated someone just because they fucked with my best friend. But today, the last fucking 12 months of my life, I find myself constantly amazed how I'm the fucking good one in all this.
Yeah,
I can't even be the bad guy.
Because there's worse people out there than you. Do you want to be the bad guy?
In a perfect world, I'd be the worst that could be. How can you be the worst when some of the worst are carrying a fucking badge and a gun? Holding a goddamn gavel.
That's a problem.
Or sitting in a fucking castle wondering how they could line their own goddamn pockets. You see that boat over there? I'm sure your first impression was, oh, look at this guy, you know, enjoying his fucking life. That's the only thing I've purchased in 12 months. Just so I can get away. Because I, too, am empty. I think every time I get on that boat and I'm able to boat away from shore, that maybe some of those problems, at least for that brief time, that ocean breeze hits my face, I can just forget about things just for just a little fucking bit.
So what are you asking of me?
I'm at that point where I feel like that nuclear option, the same fucking one that you were discussing way fucking while back, whether it was a nuclear option you yourself were gonna metastasize, or whether you had heard of just rumors. And I want to understand whether you still feel that way, or whether you just feel a breeze coming, because that's where I am with everything right now.
You know, I believe in Judgment Day. I believe in Armageddon. Now, I believe it'll happen sooner than later. All I've been doing is preparing myself for that day. Supplying on stocks, weaponry, food, having a place, shelter, being ready for that day. So when that happens, I rise to the surface and I'm there to try to do my part.
What do you know about the Oracle?
The Oracle?
Yeah.
It's some sort of sphere. That's all I know.
It's not a person?
That I don't know.
There's a lot that's been going on last couple months. Some things that
I can only imagine.
a lot of these things I haven't really been able to put my finger on it. Not enough time in the day. But part of me wonders if somewhere out there that answer, these supposedly mystical people may have that answer that I'm looking for. Because I'm running out of options. You know, when I originally made contact with you, was to ask you to pull every last dime out of the pursuit unit account.
Yeah.
And maybe stop making use of it. There's upwards of $5 million in there.
And you think I still have access to it?
I know you do. But over those last couple days, as I've been waiting for an answer, that's when these other things started to come to mind. I started to ask myself, why am I thinking these things, right? To you, it might seem simple, some petty bullshit, but to me, it's just retribution for what should never be happening. People lining their own pockets for their own needs. And I thought maybe, to some extent, that might, I don't know, be a little bit of justice that might be well-deserved.
I just don't operate that way, you know? I just don't. I can't.
I've seen the bombs. Not the bombs, the fucking, all that shit you had sitting in your fucking cave. What do you mean you don't operate like that?
Nino, you just need to worry about being on the right side of history when shit goes down.
What is the right side anymore, Slacks?
That's for you to figure out. There's gonna be a lot of fog and smoke and mirrors out there. It's not gonna be easy to navigate, but I'm sure you're a smart guy. You'll figure it out.
A sphere. So anything else you know? Something that might at least lead me down the right path. At least try to get some answers.
Unfortunately, I don't have much information. All I can tell you is to wait.
There's two other questions. I don't know if you've got answers for them, but Who hired you? Originally.
The state.
Did they ever mention anything about investors? Anything about having to owe them back?
They have talked about loaning money and asking for it back.
God damn it.
Especially in the beginning. This was not a gift, they said to me. This was a loan. And you expect to make it back.
That's what I fucking thought. It's like some... And I don't know why the fuck I'm telling you this, quite frankly. I just don't think there's very many people that would even remotely believe what I'm about to say. Everything and everyone, I believe, on this island, unbeknownst to them, has effectively signed the blood contract.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is, when we given an opportunity to start a new life over here, whether we decided to work at Senior Buns, whether it was working as a cop, EMS, whatever it may be, all that money that's being accumulated, it's all owed. We all owe that debt.
So it's blood money.
Exactly. Every fucking firearm, whether in the hands of a criminal or the hands of a cop, it all goes back to people that we fucking owe money back to. And I genuinely believe that if it does not fucking work out, it's gonna go fucking sideways real goddamn quick.
I agree with that. It's just only a matter of time. It's a ticking time bomb at this point.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I was hoping for a little bit more slacks, but this isn't on you. Maybe I was asking a little bit too much.
I wish I could help you, Nino. I wish I could be a help. My help will not come until due time.
Are you the fucking Oracle? It's just definitely it's sounding like one right now, with these phrases, with this, like you know something. Like, is this God speaking to you?
Nah, these are my senses. Oh, I know if it was up to me, I would just cleanse the city and start again. And I don't mean by killing people. I mean burn it, the whole entire infrastructure to the ground and start again.
That's the very energy that I'm currently on.
Because the place is just rotten. It's not going to change. It's just fully cleansed from the ground to the surface. But there's some people that are going to resist change and don't want things to change. They like how things are and they're very comfortable with it. And that's their life. And the second somebody starts pulling or pushing back, they're going to start to feel very violent. Because you're coming for something they have. Something they want to keep. And they're afraid to lose it.
Do you know anything about the FIB building? Anything ever disclosed to you about that?
All I know is before they went out of business or before they were shut down, defunded, there was a lot of documents left behind. I didn't get a chance to look through the folder.
So you're not aware of what's at the top floor?
No, I haven't been there in a few months.
I recommend you Maybe start scratching that itch. It may be the very solution you're looking for there, Slacks. But I didn't tell you that.
Noted. I just can't make a move now, Nino, that's all. I must wait.
I understand.
But I do appreciate this information regarding the FIB building.
Yeah. And please, if you do come across anything about that place, please do let me know. You may not believe it, but it's more likely we're, I believe that we're closer than you may think in terms of, our dispositions.
Well, I believe you. And it takes the right people to do the wrong things to expedite the whole entire process.
Probably get back. You need anything from me?
Nope. You don't mind taking me back to my car?
I got you.
My only advice to you: 1, be on the right side of history. 2, prepare yourself for Armageddon.
You're not the first one who's told me that. I'll be honest. I know you're hiding something from me. I'm not going to push.
I can only tell you what I know. Right now is all we got. Time is all we got. So be patient.
This guy's using the same phraseology that the faces use. But he's not faces. There's no way he would be.
I wish there was an option where a lot of people didn't get hurt, for things to get better. But unfortunately, with human nature and behavior and how people operate, violence is the way to get across people, help them understand what is at stake.
You know, the thing about violence is it needs to be directed. Right now, most of that violence, there's no direction at all. It's indiscriminate.
Yeah, it's random.
What if I were to tell you the people more interested in shooting cops for fun and each other over some small beef than even consider taking...
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Some things just don't change.
People will leave millions on the table. Even if, just to avoid any targeted assassination. I mean, that's a whole fucking mind spin to me.
The problem is people's morals spin like a compass around here in Los Santos. Sometimes north, south, and east, depending on the weather, the day, and how they feel.
Got it before I did. I have a feeling I went a little too far.
It's all good. I do appreciate the conversation.
Yeah. Anytime you need to reach out, you let me know. Like I said, right now I'm seeking answers.
Oh, I had a question
can.
for you. What happened to that assistant girl that you had with you, Tilly? That was her name?
She's still around. I fired her.
I do owe her an apology.
I'll let her know.
I just didn't like how things ended.
Well, she's a bit of a firecracker, so.
Yeah. It's just, the whole court case and everything. I just, yeah. It was a disappointment.
You take care.
Take care, Mayor.
The Oracle is a sphere. Is this guy fucking faceless? I think Nino's gonna believe that Slacks